missed the podcast last week, ladies and gentlemen.
We strived. I slaved through sleeping. I don't know if you heard about this, but I slept on the podcast the other day. The other week.
How?
2 weeks ago, I was falling asleep on it. If you watch the highlights, you'd know. And I was falling asleep. So I slaved through falling asleep just to skip it anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We were going to do it. We were in Barcelona. We were going to do the podcast anyway, but we just kind of forgot about it. We were having literally about a couple of days before, we were having a little bit of a mental block with like being like creative, because we were a bit stuck on what we can do with the limitations we've got. So we were struggling, and then it was quite a nice little break where we could talk about things we wanted to do and relax and plan out like a roadmap.
We had it planned, like we said we were going to do it on. We knew what we were going to do for the podcast. So number 35 would have been last week whilst we were abroad, but because it wasn't just the two of us obviously going away together. There was 6 of us. Yeah. So Matt had his girlfriend, then Matt's friend Will was there. So there's loads of us there together, chilling out and enjoying ourselves. And we struggled for time to actually find time between drinking and eating to do the podcast, basically. So we had a week off, but we're back. We're coming in strong. And as you know, Lawrence is back for a podcast. We haven't seen him in a while.
Say hello to him, because you won't see him for another 10 episodes.
At least.
How you doing? What have you been up to?
Honestly, I really wish I had a lot to tell you, but I do not whatsoever.
At least not on stream.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
So that's one of 50 mic bumps that I'm going to do this stream. So we were going to do it and then we didn't. So oh well, just got to live with it in you, really. But we're back and we're feeling stronger than ever.
What day did you guys get back?
Wednesday. Last Wednesday.
And we streamed the day we got back as well.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Did you podcast stream, or was it?
Nah, game stream.
Gaming stream, yeah.
Gaming stream.
This is the first podcast back, and since Barcelona.
Sweet.
And anyone that follows us on YouTube and SoundCloud and stuff, the one from 2 weeks ago only just went up tonight because I forgot to do it 2 weeks ago, and then realised when we was on holiday, I was like, oh shit, I didn't do the podcast. And then,
so you've now got 2 episodes at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's we're back now. We're back and we're ready to go. We uploaded a video last night, 2 nights ago. Last night.
Yeah.
No, 2 nights ago. No, Saturday.
No,
it was Friday night. No, it's Saturday night.
What?
We uploaded the show.
The show was uploaded on Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah. So we uploaded a new video to YouTube on Saturday. So like Ali, Clayman in the chat, if you've got any questions you want to ask, holla at your boy.
So, I know we don't refer to the chat, but I've just seen a comment saying, GFA, did you shave? Yes. Not for long, it's coming straight back. I hate my face.
I shave too.
Yeah, but I always have the beard. I'm the bearded boy.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions for the show, how we did it, anything by all means. But so the premise of the show is pretty much, GFA and I have got 61 million subscribers. 61 million subscribers, and we're old, and now we're, it's how we get there. That was 2050, right? 2050. And then obviously it's in 2018.
It makes us dead on 65 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. We old boys. We were debating, we were trying to think of what we could do to George to make him look old, because obviously he doesn't have hair to make grey. so we were trying to be like, what should we do?
I was trying to superimpose wrinkles onto my face, but I couldn't find it. It just didn't work.
That's what I was going to say, to be fair.
Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's how we pretty much get to 61 million subscribers. So it's cool because we can it's just how we are right now anyway. So we're literally just documenting what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But we've storylined it out and we've got some really good ideas for the next, we're going to do 8 episodes?
Yeah, so first season will be 8 episodes. Yeah. It's completely improvised. We have a plan of what each
we have
episode,
we have
overarching the overarching storyline for each episode is planned. So like we're saying, right, episode 6, this will happen in that episode at some point, or this is the general premise of the episode. But everything else, the scripts and the jokes and stuff, is completely improvised from that point onwards. So we have like a beginning, middle, end, and everything else is just go with it. So it makes it a bit funnier.
I want to bring it up so I can just quickly browse through it, see if there's anything we could talk about. I mean, like even just like the scenes, like the intro is so fucking funny. The intro is hilarious. Do you like the intro? Yeah, we were
debating. Be changing it for each episode.
Well, if people start
too much?
If people start coming on to,
you can just add people.
Well, we were gonna. Yeah, so in this, there was no one else in it apart from GFA and I.
And then season 2 will change most likely. You know, like when they have a series, like season 1's always it, and then season 2 will be a new one. Yeah. We'll probably keep that and then add more people into it as it goes. And then season 2 will
like
do
Archer.
a new one. Yeah, like Archer and Friends or whatever. Like because over time Friends changed. It did. If you watch Friends at the start, the song was always the same, but they always developed that. They never had the umbrellas in the first season.
You're right.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
True.
So it always changes from season to season. I think that was every 2 seasons it changed in Friends, same as The Walking Dead, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll probably just follow suit with that and do it like every season. We'll have a new intro.
Yeah, and then obviously when like people become a part of it, you know, yourself or whoever, Carl wants to do it a lot when he comes back. We'll give him his own intro, but we were trying to find like funny things to do, and like obviously me dropping things is because it's all I fucking do. We had that McDonald's cups filled with water, and then obviously GFA being late, like stumbling up with a coat hanging out of his place.
Coat hangers everywhere.
You can see me laugh at the end of the intro because my trousers fall down. That was part of the plan, but it worked so perfectly that I started to snigger, and I was just laughing, and I was like, "Oh, nice guy." Yeah, it's funny.
But like, yeah, like it's a lot of like we did loads when it was like me, you, and Rob.
Yeah.
Because having a third person to hold the camera and whatnot is it makes it just go so quickly, because you want to make it look like a TV show, not like a vlog. Then obviously the audio is a bit shaky around the car because we struggled so much with it. Because I stutter, and I didn't think to myself, well, I need to not stutter. Not that it's this on and off switch, but like, I can speak clearer and I can speak more scripted. But obviously, it just made it so difficult to kind of sync up, because we were trying to do ADR here. But yeah, so you know, it's great. Just a quick question from the chat: did you guys use the PewDiePie channel? Yeah, we did. We used PewDiePie's like channel thing. We used all of his videos as well.
Yeah. The viewer rates.
Yeah, and then like we were just trying to make it like slapstick funny. I mean, that's kind of what we were aiming for, like, because we feel like it suits our humor perfectly, and yeah, and it's all just like off the cuff as well. Like a lot of it's not planned whatsoever. And it's a lot of fixing audio, fixing After Effects.
Yeah.
But just talk about the ending as well. If you guys have watched it, go back and watch the final scene where we're sitting against the bed, and you can see a whiteboard with all of our ideas.
I paused it at that point.
Yeah,
to read
with all of our ideas that we crossed out.
I can't remember the one that told me. It might be the cereal one.
The Jaws one.
The Jaws.
Oh no, the Jaws. Yeah.
Remaking Jaws on a budget of £2. We have a really good idea for it. Like a really good.
We want to actually do that. So that's what I was saying is like we want people to comment on the video saying please do some of these things from the whiteboard, like as their own little video. And we were talking about, you know, when you see those memes, it's like Trump says one comment and nuke Korea, and he goes, and it's just him saying say no more. And it's like we were saying that's what we want to do. Like, one comment saying remake the Jaws for £2.73 budget, and we'll do it. And then our own comment saying say no more. Like, we really wanted to do it. So we're just waiting to see if people request anything from that whiteboard at the end of that video, we will make it a video, because some of the ideas there are really funny.
Yeah, it was
or at least add it into a sketch at some point within the show itself.
And like, there's a lot of things we could have changed, and we wanted to change a bit, but at the end of the day, it's just the pilot. So we wanted to get it out to see whether it's worth continuing and worth doing, and we've seemed to get a pretty good response of it right now. So
because regardless of the mistakes, the overall premise is going to be the same. So we just wanted to know what people thought, so that if people go, "Yep, very good."
Because we've been sitting on it for about a month. About a month and a bit.
We filmed it when we went to see Beth perform, right?
On the 19th of March.
I think it was before that, wasn't it? The day we filmed it was when we went up to Rob. But no, this is a game. The Cube stream. The Cube stream is when we filmed it.
Shit.
So that's how long ago it
February?
was. I think it was the end of Feb was when we filmed it, and we've been sitting on it for about 2 months.
Was that the event thing?
Yeah.
All the games in?
Yeah. Oh no, it was March because it was around your birthday, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's the beginning of March. So it was literally about just under 2 months ago since we actually filmed it, and we've just been sitting on it for quite a while, just deciding whether or not we should go ahead and release it and actually finish editing it. And now it's done. It's out.
Isn't this weird that the H3 podcast have just gone live and their guest is Ninja?
Really?
And we have someone from Towie. Should have gone down that route. Should have gone down the H3 route.
Ain't nothing.
But yeah, no. So yeah, things like becoming the CEO of like NASA is one of the things that we failed at, and it's just a lot of random stuff that we can kind of like do like sketches and include them in. But yeah, so that's the thing. We just kind of wanted to get like, I've seen what you've done. Look, I've seen what you've done. So if you go onto Google and you type in YPUs and you've typed in YouTube but you spelled it wrong, a video comes up called YPU and it's a couple of people for 46 seconds playing with a Chinese lantern.
It's got 1.8 million.
It's got 1.8 million views and the description is
what I've misspelt the word.
And all the comments are like, "Who's here because you mistyped YouTube?" And you've put it in the tags for the video.
Put it in the tags for the video.
That's quality. It's not coming up here, so you lucked out.
I gave it a go. The good old college try.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Have you got any stories from Barcelona? Apart from you getting fucked up on the first night.
Yeah, every night.
We got there. We landed and like the airport. The airport had pretty much flooded. Had pretty much flooded. Like we were walking, and it was like you were literally stepping into like quite big puddles. They weren't like little fucking puddles. They weren't like our puddles. And we were like, should we just turn the plane back, go back to London? Because we left, and it was like funny. It's funny, sunny. Because I just saw it in the chat.
Last week was fucking.
Yeah, it was. And then we kind of landed and it was like real rainy and we were like, should we just jump on the plane and just do a complete U-turn and go back?
Go back. I was like, did we just circle and land in Scotland?
Yeah. and then it was fun the next few days. As you can tell, but can you see my tan line? There.
Why have you got such a weird tan line?
You tell me. The sun was like covering up parts of it so that it could burn me at certain parts. I have no idea. But yeah, no, so I was trying to think of it. Like, so what did we do when we got there? You ended up just.
We went.
So what?
So we got a hire car.
We were just. Oh yeah, that's it. We got a hire car.
Oh, did you?
Because it was cheaper to land at. Oh my god, that flight!
Oh wow! Like
so George booked on late. So he booked on like not late as in like he booked on later, like 2 weeks before we went. So we got our flights for like $6.99. Like that's how cheap it was to go to Barcelona.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And you can find them on there for so.
You can find them. Ryanair do flights for literally like £7. Like
I thought those times were done.
No. I'll show you right now.
And that they all booked those flights. Bless you. I came in a lot later, and my flight was like 38 or something, or £40. So mine was a bit more expensive, obviously. And we got on the plane, and luckily our seats were completely random, so everyone was fed throughout the plane, just random places, which no one really cared about.
You can go to fucking Germany for £5.
And Matt was actually sitting one seat away from me. But I was on the aisle here, and Matt was on the opposite side, so same aisle, but on the opposite side of the plane.
In the middle?
In the middle. So I said to the woman on the aisle, his side, look, I've got an aisle seat, you're an aisle seat. Can we just switch aisle seats? You're on that side, so I can sit next to my mate. And she looked at me for about 2 seconds, and I was like, don't worry, don't want to. And she went, no, okay, I will. She picked up her stuff, and she left her hoodie on the back of the chair, and she moved over to my seat, sat down, and started like sorting her stuff out. So I wanted to sit down because I was holding up people behind me, and I said, oh, sorry, is this your hoodie? Because I didn't want to sit on it. Yeah. And she was like, give me a second. I was like, okay, bitch.
You can literally get a flight on Wednesday, as in 2 days from now, and come back next Wednesday. Flight there is £5. A flight back is £8.65.
Holy fuck! Where's that?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
That's going to Bremen.
Pass.
Yeah, pass. But you can go to like Cologne or like Frankfurt, like you can go to all the big like Madrid for 10 quid. So like there's and like so we got like obviously like, and the flight was so, we had the like people were moving seats, people were sitting in other places, and then like right before they like literally they were about to take off, they were like, all right, they were like start takeoff procedure. They started flapping their arms around, talking about the exits and whatnot, and then like people were getting up and moving seats. And they were like
15 people stood up and started moving seats, and they were giving the freaking directions of how to get off the plane. And they didn't tell them just sit down; they just let them get on with it. They were fucking going everywhere.
And then halfway through, they were like, "We need to can you all get back in your seats because we need to make sure the plane's balanced for takeoff? Because if everyone's on one side, it's flying like this." It was like, and people were shouting, screaming, like it was. Dude,
there's a woman with a massive blue
weirdest.
afro, but it was a fake blue afro, and she was wearing it, and she was the only person wearing it. It wasn't like it was like a stag do or a hen do. She was the only person. I was like, what are we like? I was like, no wonder these tickets cost £7.
It was like she was late to the thing, so she was on her own. No one else was dressed up. She was just in a pink effort, or she was just going on her own. To be fair, could have just been going on her own.
No idea what was going on that flight. It was the oddest flight.
And then we ended up getting out, and we ended up getting a rental car. Went to a city.
Where did you fly into then?
Girona, I think it's called. Girona.
It's like it's a really nice. It's like the
Really nice.
It's like
I
a
know they
massive.
film Game of Thrones and stuff there.
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah. We saw the Scepter Baylor.
So, yeah,
You know
What
what
that
Baylor.
means?
Oh,
There
you don't watch Game of Thrones, do you?
Really cool.
Wasted.
Really cool, like cathedral.
Yeah.
Oh,
And where they
In
filmed
it.
a lot of really cool scenes. You've seen the scene of the shame and the bell. We refer to it
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
That
Where
scene
she
was
comes
filmed.
out of.
oh
Yeah.
right, okay, yeah.
Really, really cool. And
How long was the drive from there to
2
Barcelona?
hours, so an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I was.
But we
gunning it,
stopped.
so.
We stopped a lot on the way. So we kept stopping.
Oh my god!
and,
Do you
like, going to eat
remember when we
and
got
drinks
stuck
and
at the gate? Right, we drove
Oh
through.
my God.
We drove for. Oh my god! I keep thinking about it. We
Did you stay
drove.
in a hotel or did you get like an Airbnb?
No, got
thing?
really nice,
Like an apartment,
Airbnb.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
We tell him I like it.
So we were driving and we got, you have toll booths. Remember when we went to Salou, went through those toll booths in the coach?
Yes.
Yeah, we went through the same toll booths on the way to Barcelona
Oh,
from
right,
Girona.
okay.
So we were driving and we went through the toll booth, and one we went through was open, the lift was up and it was green, so we just went through it. We didn't stop. And we thought, oh cool. We just thought we didn't understand what the signs were saying, so we just went straight through it. So we're driving, we're like, oh yeah, we got through for free. We're all cheering in the car, like yeah, we're high-fiving and shit like the penguins from Madagascar.
We were hanging out the car going, you fucking what?
English over. Yeah, like we're driving. We get to the next toll booth and we don't have the ticket that we have to get through. So Matt pulls up to the barrier and just stops, and we're all just staring at it like, is it going to open? And these people are like going, no, you're in the wrong lane. Like, come over here.
So in a 7-seater people carrier, I had to jump over 3 lanes to the right. Where was traffic? I was like, ah! And then we got over and they were like, where's your ticket? We were like, oh shit, we went to pick up the ticket. Yeah, this is just quickly, this is where we were staying. So we were there, and that's obviously the city behind us, this cathedral and whatnot. And then the other side of us was like this. So it was really nice. We sat like right. What's that?
Is that where they've got a sea life centre over there, haven't they?
Quality, all right, cool. Cultured. But yeah, no. So then we got stuck going through the toll booth. But then we got through, and then we ended up going up to like a really nice little church on a hill.
Like right on the top of a mountain.
Yeah, and then
really
we
cool.
like Instagram lived. So I mean, it was great. I mean, it was a nice little needed. But I'm trying to think of any other stories. So the first night we got drinks, and like Will, the other guy that we went with,
Will Smith,
not
the actor.
Yeah, not the actor. Yeah, he's a much more unfamous, skinny white guy. He loves beers. So we were just picking up random beers to have. We had this like cannabis beer that was so trash.
Oh,
It had like a weed label on it. So we were like, fuck it, it might taste a bit weird, but we'll try it.
Yeah.
Trash, just poured it away.
Shit, seriously.
I drank it because I had it and I bought it and I was like, what's it doing?
I didn't. It was so. I didn't even like it that much. I just poured it away. I was like, I'd rather just waste the money. And then we ended up getting so drunk the first night.
I was battered and I don't even know how I got that far
Did you
along.
even go out or you just booze in the thing?
Yeah.
Where
But
did we go?
then,
What happened the first night? We did go out, didn't we?
yeah. Well, we Nate and I had a massive argument.
That's right. Yeah.
We had a huge argument, as you know,
That's the one.
as per usual. But yeah, no. So we
went to a really like sketchy.
Oh my
club.
god! So literally, like, really weird. People, you know, I've always thought like English people are weird with girls. Like guys like are weird with girls, but they're not as weird as they were in fucking Barcelona. We went out and like we were like, you know, we were just walking. They were like, hello. Hello, and then this like really like crackhead looking dude, like real fucking like.
Yeah.
He's like, single? You ready your body? And then they kept offering us drugs and whatnot. And then we ended up walking through, and this guy just would not leave us. So we had like Lucia, who was Spanish. Will's girlfriend, Spanish.
Oh, right.
So she was literally doing all of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and we got the fucking police running as well. Oh, dude, we got 3 stories. Anyway, so and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll show you these at the nicest club ever. I'll get you in for free. Get you a bottle of wine for free. You'll have a great time. I'll show you in for free. Don't you have to pay anything? Just come with me." We fucking trekked with this dude for about 5 minutes. Went into this club, and everyone was like looking at us. We walked in.
What was it called?
Felt like famous because everyone was just staring at us.
Yeah,
like,
everyone was like
literally,
bogging. It was like put it this way, right? The guy was in the middle of this square where we were, this really nice like posh square, and this guy was in the middle of it. He roped us in. He was like, "You want to go clubbing?" And we were like, "Okay." And we thought it would be one of the really nice ones around us, like on the edge. we walked for like fucking 15 minutes down this alley.
Five different back roads.
We're walking. We're going down this
through like 5 basements.
There's like a corpse on the floor. We're like, "Fucking hell, where are we going?" He's like, "Not about it. We're going." Walk into this like proper dingy club, and we're like, "All right." The second we walk in, everyone looks at us.
Yeah.
Like everyone at the bar. We walk through the bar to the dance floor. Everyone just stops dancing and starts staring at us. We're like, what the fuck? We thought we were going to get like murdered, like some sort of like cult or something.
Yeah.
So all we did was go to the toilet and leave. We used the toilet in there and back, like just bugged straight out.
And then
Fuck that.
Went to this bar where it was 15 euros for a JD and Coke.
Classic.
It was like, yeah, you're right, mate.
we went to a club at the end.
Shoko. You know Shoko?
Shoko. Oh yeah, we went to Shoko, and like it was like £10 for a drink.
I ordered 4 JD and Cokes, and they came in like the little, you know, those really thin, small glasses that are like that tall and really thin.
Yeah.
And one shot of JD, like a sliver of Coke, and it was €10 per drink. And we were like, really?
Yeah, it's fucking very expensive.
Police turned up outside the club because all the people that sell you mojitos and massages on the beach in the day.
Oh, they're so funny. You've seen them all running down the beach and the police come.
They were outside the club. I walked out the club. This guy going, cocaine, weed. I was like, hang on, mate. I went to the toilet, came back. I was like, what the hell's going on? All these police like searching the rocks, like fucking like, and they're gone. They're just fucking gone. I was like, we saw a guy getting arrested. Like he had to put his bag in the back of a taxi, and then they didn't arrest him. They just they confiscated all the drugs and stuff, but left him to be. It was really
him
weird.
to be.
So
Leave him be.
Yeah, and then we had lunch one day, and we were sitting just like eating lunch, whatever, and we had the camera on the desk, and like we were just chilling. This fucking free Wi-Fi board fell on us, right? Literally knocked the camera onto the floor.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
It was so funny. As it dropped, it hit the camera. The camera was falling, and Max went.
I was like this.
I was sitting like this, really calmly. And as it was falling, he looked at him and went, "Camera," and it was already on the floor when he said
my
it.
leg and went camera, and because I was holding my beer and the Wi-Fi sign, and then the guy that was like camera.
But it was so like calmly. I was like, "Oh, George, camera!" Like I did, like he said it so calmly that he went. Camera, and I looked. I was like, "What's wrong with it?"
Those things where you're like, camera, like you know when you find it, like in between the shit pants, he's like,
Yeah.
So, camera, and then yeah. So we were like, all right, cool, let's get a couple of euros off the bill. Runs over, grabs the sign, and runs off. Doesn't say sorry or anything, right? Lucia speaks in Spanish and says something or other, and so basically, what was going on was she was saying like you're rude. You didn't even say sorry. You just grabbed it and ran. You didn't even like we're not paying. Like we want.
And he started calling her crazy, saying she was lying. It didn't actually fall.
Yeah,
because it hit the table and he sprinted over, grabbed it and ran off.
And then we literally we heard him say that, so we all got up to leave. They started panicking, right? This is the fucking dude, the GFA. This is these man is just right. You don't need GFA ain't gonna watch your fucking back. So we get up to leave. Hang on. No. Let me finish. Let me fucking finish. So I'm obviously this side of the table, so I'm stuck. Natalie and Lisa get up and walk. Will and Lucia get up and walk. GFA gets up, walks, gets stopped by the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
I look him dead in the eye.
Look at the fucking nose.
I look him dead in the eye because he grabbed me and went, "You pay." I looked him dead in the eye and went, I don't know what you're talking about.
and then he turns and grabs me. And I'm sitting there with this Spanish dude going, you pay. And I'm I'm sitting there like, I ain't going out money.
The fucking eyes went, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. And he just walked away from me. I was like, that worked. But I thought in my defence, I had no idea you were still at the table because I saw Natalie and Talisa like miles up that road. I saw we and Thea miles up that way, and I was like, "Oh, Matt's gone as well." I was like, "I thought everyone had left me," so I went, "I have no idea what you talk about." And then when he walked away, I thought this is my chance, and I started to walk. And then I turned around and saw that Matt was there. Then I stopped walking, obviously,
because I obviously had the camera, the drone, the bag, and everyone's left me. I'm sitting there like, no, what are you saying? And then we were like, we're not paying. And then police come over and they were like, well, you've got to pay. And we're like, we know, but we want an apology. And then he was because he was the snidest prick. He was like smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was a prick.
And then we that was pretty much it. We got like 89% absinthe, and we're just doing shots of it.
How was that?
Didn't have that much impact, I don't think. Got fucked up.
Hold up. This is what happened, right? This is what happened. No, I didn't have any hangovers, and for some reason on holiday I don't get hangovers. Yeah. So this is what happened.
Dunno.
Just go along with it. This is what happened. We got a little bit of absinthe, 89%, and everyone's like, "Oh, should we do it? Should we do it?" And I thought,
€4 as well.
So I just thought, I'm going to just try it because I was up for just getting absolutely out of my head the whole time I was out there. I took a little sip of it. I was like, oh, it's all right. It just tasted like Sambuca. We got the blue one. It tasted like Sambuca, but just burnt your throat for about 10 minutes afterwards. So everyone tried a little bit. There was about maybe a quarter of a bottle, maybe a bit less than that, maybe like an eighth of a bottle left of absinthe. Matt goes, I'm going to go and pour the shot. I go into the kitchen. Matt goes, you want a drink, George? I was like, yeah, I'll have another JD and Coke, please. He goes, okay, sweet. I'll not a rum and Coke. And he goes, okay, cool. And I hear him in the kitchen. He runs in. I'm like, he poured all the absinthe into my drink. I drank it anyway. I was like, yeah, fuck it. If no one else is gonna do it,
and then I gave a shot to Will, and then he went like this, and then because he was being a pussy about it, and he did it, and he put it down one day. And obviously he didn't want to. He was laughing about people not doing it. So I was like, you can't laugh at if you don't want to do it, fine. But you can't laugh at people not doing it. Yeah. So he like decided, and then he made me a drink, and as I tasted it, I could taste the absinthe. I went, how the fuck did you get absinthe from an empty bottle into my glass? And I'll bet it was because he didn't do his fucking shot. He
didn't do his shot, yeah.
And I poured like the tiniest drop into one of the girls' drinks, and she was like,
I'm not drinking it.
I was like, okay, bye. But yeah, no, so
basically it was just me and Matt getting fucked up the whole day.
That's quality.
Yeah, and it was nice. It's just relaxing. It was just quite nice, and because it was, and we're having Lucia there to kind of just order us shit, like, because she knew what the food was, so she was like this, and we were going to like little authentic places that were like local places. So we went to a place at the end of it, £6 for a rum and Coke. About that much fucking rum in it. Literally, it was like a quad shot of it, and we were like, the hell? And then obviously we then went to a club. We were then paying like £10.
Yeah. We didn't have to pay for entry though, because we got in before one. We got free entry, which is good.
Was Shoko the only one you went to, or did you go to any of the other ones?
Oh my god, we tried.
That was the only big
we
one
tried to go into another. We tried to go
Opium.
into another one. Yeah,
Opium's one next door.
No,
it's not.
There's no one CDLC.
We didn't go to anyone. The Shoko's the only one we went to along the front there.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
there
we
was
were trying to go to another
one
that was right next to our apartment called Apollo.
Oh, right.
And it was called like, what was it? What day did you try to go? Monday. It's called Manic Mondays.
No, Savage Mondays.
Savage Mondays. Savage Sundays. We tried to go on
Sunday,
right?
Savage Sundays.
Savage Sunday, and it was supposed to be like a really heavy club.
Yeah.
So we tried to get in there.
Doesn't open till 12.
Yeah, opens at midnight. So we went, and it said if you get here before 1, it's free entry. We got there about 1:45, so we had 15 minutes to get through. The line was, a reasonable size, but it wasn't moving for no reason. And then they all let us in at 1:05, and there was no one else in there. So obviously in the queue line, so obviously they were waiting for it to tick over to 1 o'clock to charge us the entry fee, and the entry fee was like €20 each or something ridiculous.
So
we was like, well, we're not paying it because you, purely out of principle, that you've literally stopped us going in to make the money out of us, and we said we'll just come back another night because it's open it all the other nights.
But we came out and the line was empty.
Yeah, we came back
out, we were just glad that we didn't give him any money, because we didn't care about paying entry, but for a club like that, I'd rather just not bother.
It could have been shit as well, because it was a Sunday night and we were the only people in line, and then there was no one else behind us. Yeah,
I know what you mean.
And then we went to a really cool bar called Black Sheep, and it was
that was cool.
And it's like a place where you buy like a
little cave.
Yeah, it's like a little cave. You go like underground, and then like you just buy like we bought 5 litres San Miguel, and then you just pour your own beer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
tube
get
shops.
you can get sangria as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, little tube like there, like a literally
And you
your own
just-
little like
yeah.
keg thing, and then
Yeah.
they give you free popcorn with it. So as you
touch.
the more you eat,
The more you
salt,
drink,
the more you
yeah,
drink.
yeah.
So they give you like
Classic.
bowls of free popcorn. So we was just scoffing popcorn and just doing, but we were playing like really just stupid drinking games, and everyone got pretty drunk.
We were doing like who's most likely. So who's gonna
yeah.
who's gonna cry tonight.
Yeah, and like who's
And
most
then
likely
who's
to be
gonna-
sick tonight?
And then
It was like GFA. Who's most likely to get drunk tonight? GFA. Who's most likely? And it's like literally all of them were just directed at me. I was like, what the fuck? So I was fucked. So I was like, stop.
yeah.
It was good. No, it was fun.
It was good, and because you can get flights that cheap, like you can get some to Ireland as well for that price.
Mm.
So like it was just a nice break that we kind of just relaxed and stuff. Had some good food, good alcohol, kind of chilled. We're seeing Avengers on Wednesday night.
Yes.
Should we talk a little bit about Avengers?
Let's talk about Avengers. We
We're
were saying we should do like a prediction, right, of who we think's going to like die in the film
yeah,
and how.
and then
Thoughts?
if you win, you get nothing, but you get the pride that you actually won.
Yeah, perfect, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think's gonna? I don't think anyone big is gonna die in the
Let's
first.
let
Like,
Lawrence take
no
some.
one big in the sense of like Rob Downey Jr. Rob, good old Rob.
Yeah.
Rob Downey Jr. or
Yeah. Yeah.
Iron Man or Captain America.
Let Lawrence go first, I reckon, because we've been blabbering on about Barcelona. So let Lawrence talk.
Yeah,
I reckon.
cool.
No, I reckon. I mean, I did actually. Captain America's the first person that comes to my head, but I just don't think they could do that.
What you mean in the first film or just at all?
Honestly, at all.
Really?
Kill who? Sorry,
Captain America.
No, he's dead to rights.
he's dead to
He's
rights.
fucking dead to rights, mate.
You reckon? I mean, he should be.
only person that they shouldn't kill is Robert Downey Jr.
He's
Iron
dead to
Man.
rights as well, mate. They're all dead to rights, I reckon.
I think the person that they will kill off at one point will probably be Spider-Man.
No, what are you on about? His man does this. They just
got more films
brought him in. He's
Yeah.
been in for one fucking
Controversy,
film.
mate.
They brought him in just for one film.
Well, no, no.
We
What
finally,
they've done,
after 20 years, we finally acquired the rights, and he's fucking dead.
you think he's going to have more films coming out by himself, but that's how they trick you.
I will give you. I will.
Imagine that.
I will take you on a night
Say,
out.
oh, Spider-Man: Homecoming 2's coming out like in 2 years' time or something. Like, it's all been announced and that. You go see it and he dies in Avengers.
I will.
You go and see Spider-Man. It's the old film without Spider-Man.
Just in a coffin. The trailer's just him in a coffin. I reckon. One of Ali just made a really good point. I reckon that they could actually leave Iron Man. Iron Man will die, I reckon, because he's the biggest person in the Marvel universe, in my opinion. And
increase
if
their
they-
budget by
yeah,
about 30 million.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It costs like 50 million a movie or something just to have him in it. Their budget will go up for the second film, but I reckon they might leave it on a cliffhanger. At the end of the first Avengers, his death might be left on a bit of a cliffhanger, so you're not sure. So it makes people want to watch the second film even more. Like, oh, what happens to Iron Man?
They can't do a fucking big cliffhanger like that, surely.
I don't know. If there's two films coming
I'd
out,
be fucking fuming if they do it.
yeah.
It was always going to be Infinity Wars Part 1 and Part 2, but no one said anything about parts yet.
What do you mean?
Like, this one hasn't been announced as Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
Oh, well, it's just
Has
called
it? It's-
Infinity War.
Yeah, but like 2 years ago when they announced like what they was going to be doing for the next 3 years, it was like,
No,
oh,
they had. This is definitely part one. Definitely.
I presume it was, but I was just saying
Yeah, no.
they,
The
No
film,
one's-
the film's
like,
physically
actually
not
said
called
it.
Part One, I don't think, or on Cineworld or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it is. It is definitely Part One.
Yeah, it's two
Yeah.
parts. Part
Yeah.
2 comes out next
It's
year.
2 hours and 40 minutes. This film. But you think how many characters you? Because bear in mind, have you?
it's a lot to fucking take in, mate.
Well, this is the thing as well. You've
I,
got.
I, think,
realistically,
I think it's.
probably
I think
do
it's.
over
I
about
think it's going to
5
feel
parts.
rushed. I think it's going to feel
well,
real.
I think they said there's like 36 different big actors or big characters in this film across the Infinity War, like all the heroes or whatever. Maybe it's 36, maybe it's 28 or something. But there's so many of them. You've got to bear in mind. You've got to have Thor meeting Guardians. You've got to have that happen in
Yeah.
space, and you've got to have Guardians meeting Tony Stark and the Avengers. Captain America and Tony Stark making amends for what happens. We've seen in the trailers that Captain America is with.
I haven't seen the trailers.
You haven't seen any of the trailers.
No, I'm not watching one
Okay,
trailer.
cool, that's good. Okay,
You haven't seen any of the Avengers trailers?
that's good. That's good. Don't.
Oh, okay. Because it basically confirms a death in the trailer, a big death in the trailer. It does. I will.
Seriously?
It doesn't.
No, that's how they get you.
No. Listen. Deeper and deeper in the rabbit hole. No. It's one of those things where you don't see that person in any other scene apart from 2 scenes that look awfully similar to the first scene of the entire film, and you don't see that specific person at all throughout the trailer. In any of the big fight scenes, she's not in any of them.
Can they?
So I think it's been rumored for a while. I think. But
Tell you what, if they get rid of, I can't get rid of anyone out of Guardians, can they? If they do, that'll fucking.
Oh no, someone is dying from Guardians.
Someone's got to.
Thanos comes from.
But there's another. You got to bear in mind, there's another Guardians film coming out where they face Adam.
There are 76 heroes
Jesus
in this film.
So I mean.
What?
76.
76.
I can't. But I think I can't. There's going to be a lot of death. They have to kill loads of people off. I think anyone that's had 3 films.
That's it, mate. To be fair, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Deadpool trailer?
Thor.
The what?
The new Deadpool trailer.
No, I'm not watching that either.
Oh, dude.
Don't. I haven't watched it yet. The newest.
There is a bit in it where he goes like, we need. Like when he's like, oh, we need a team, and like he was like, I need them to be young enough that they can have four sequels, but old enough that we can claim all the rights. Oh my god! But, did you see the clip I put in the group chat though? Did you not watch it from the Deadpool trailer?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they can kill out of the Guardians apart from like Gamora or the other lady.
Groot, I can't really kill.
Well, Groot is not Groot.
Son.
You know, Groot isn't. Yeah, did you read that?
Why would they say that?
Like, that's
because James Gunn's a bastard.
Why can they just fucking let that come out in the film? I mean, first of all, I don't think it should have been done that way anyway.
No, exactly, because it makes it silly.
And secondly, if it was going to be that way, at least let us fucking find out in the film. Like, it's a bit of a shit release, wasn't it?
Because I think. Yeah.
If they kill Rocket Raccoon, I'll be walking out.
Yeah, they won't.
Or Star-Lord, I'll be walking straight out.
If anyone dies, it'd be someone like Drax who wants that revenge against.
Well, people are saying
maybe Gamora.
People are saying that he's the one that deals the final blow.
Well, in the comics, he does. In the comics, Iron Man builds him a suit and he kills Thanos in Iron Man.
Drax does.
Yeah, Iron Man gives Drax a really cool suit and Drax kills Thanos in that suit. That would be sick if that happened, but I don't think it will. I think Drax will die just because he's the one that I think a lot of people really enjoy watching. Mantis will die because she's like meh.
Oh yeah,
fuck her, she can't.
I really didn't like Guardians too.
How about
and
where the last Infinity Stone comes from? Because there's all rumours about.
Well, you've got one in
Iron Man's in the picture.
You've got one in Vision's head.
Yeah.
All the others have been. We've got.
Yeah, there's one that hasn't been seen in any film yet,
which is the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
The orange one.
Yeah.
Or orange one in the films.
There's a really cool theory that Iron Man, Captain America, and Doctor Strange go back in time to like the Western times. They have to go back in time to do something or other.
Back to Future Part 3, innit?
And like he
gonna catch the fucking train.
And
just see Doc Brown and Mike like I'm really fucking old.
Yeah, but he's like they were saying that there's a big potential that he's going to take him back in time to try and kill Thanos. I think they were going off the theory that that's why he's like hell bent on taking out the Avengers is because they tried to kill him when he was younger.
Voldemort and Harry Potter. Jesus. Well, so
down the rabbit hole.
Where are all the other Infinity Stones? Vision's got one in his head,
and Doctor Strange has got one around his neck.
Doctor Strange's got one in that eye of.
Which means Doctor Strange has got to lose the time gem at some point if Thanos does get all of them.
I love if you type in where are the Infinity Stones?
I don't think he'll die. I think he'll take the gem, but I think he'll still be alive, but just won't have the powers.
No, my theory is that his gem gets taken, but because he's lived so long as Vision, or he was born as Vision, he's still got the power. He's still got some powers. He just can't He can't use the beam,
and he won't be able to like go through things, like phase through things.
He'll still have the power of
phasing.
Yeah.
He'll still have like the powers. He just won't have like
flight.
What's that?
Flight and strength.
No, I still reckon he'll be able to phase through walls.
Which one has he got in his head? The mind gem.
Yeah,
the time, wasn't it, or reality?
It's the mind gem, and it's from
reality
from the scepter, Loki scepter.
The collector's got the. Oh no!
Right, so I've got it here.
So Xandar.
The space
locked
stone
up.
is the purple one.
That's on. Yeah,
Not
that's
locked up.
No, it was shut in Odin's vault, but it looks. Loki took it before the destruction of it.
Yeah.
He grabbed it.
You don't
You
see
got
it, but
you've got the Mind Stone, which is the blue one, which it was in Loki's staff, and that gave power to, and now it's in Vision's forehead.
Yeah.
The Reality Stone is the one that's the Mind Stone is in Vision's
Mind
head,
Stone, yeah,
mine's
the yellow
in Vision.
and the Reality one
Reality is the red one, right?
Yeah, which is from Thor 2. Yeah.
which is
The Collector
which is
has
with the Collector.
Yeah, that's right. And then the purple one, which is the power.
Is
That's
Terror.
on. That's on.
Not Xandar, so it was Terror.
Nova
Terror.
Corps.
No, it's Xander.
Nova Corps
Nova-
has got it. Nova Corps
Nova
has
Corps,
got it.
yeah. And that's on Terran.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the green gem is
Round.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, his neck.
Which has to be taken,
And
but
then
they won't
one-
kill off Doctor Strange.
One is unaccounted for. It's the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the orange one. And in the I'm sure in the picture it was either fan art or it might have been proper promo
There
art.
were yeah.
So like on the pictures it was kind of hinting where they all were. So like
Yeah.
the yellow one, Vision was on it. On like the purple one, like what's her name from Nova Corps was on it.
Yeah.
And on the orange one, like the one that we haven't seen, it was Iron Man on it.
Which is strange because
Where does it come from in the comics?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Mm.
It'd be really weird if it was like, oh yeah, this whole time all of his technologies come from an Infinity Gem. He's known the whole time, but that wouldn't be that.
I don't know.
I don't know where they're going to get it from. Soul. What about Asgard? Because Soul is like Asgard or wherever all the people are. It could be something to do with Thor, like his power. I don't know. I don't know where the Soul Stone would come from because I can't really think of anywhere
It
else.
must
that
be
would
to
have
do
it.
with Black Panther, surely.
It's nothing.
I haven't seen that.
Because
nothing
but the fight happens in Wakanda. The big fight in Avengers happens in Wakanda.
True. Yeah, maybe.
So
Maybe it is there somewhere. But I just don't understand. They haven't revealed or hinted at it as far as we know. As far as us normies know.
Oh, so-
it's a
Is,
massive conspiracy where it
Is
is.
there a decent scene at the end of Black Panther?
No.
well,
Is it
yeah.
just,
There's
just something to watch. Nothing that hints at anything, right?
I can't remember now. What was the end credit scene for Black Panther?
dude.
Very obviously, but-
By the way, sorry, just quickly, it's not called Infinity War Part 2. It's not. It hasn't been titled
That's
yet.
what I'm saying,
It's
it's
just
just called-
Avengers 4.
Yeah.
And he said he hasn't decided to call it Part 2 yet, which sounds weird because you've got Avengers Infinity War Part 1. So everyone's
No, but it's not officially called Part 1. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
is
it's
it
just
not?
called Infinity
It's just
War.
called Avengers Infinity War.
So
Oh.
they might.
That's what
part,
that's- yeah,
part
that's-
2 might be a whole different Avengers film in the end. They might have gone down a different route. 'Cause 2 hours 40 minutes is quite long, but there is a lot of people to go through.
Oh yeah, no, because I saw the thing saying Avengers 4. Like they'd
Yeah.
already
Oh, it's
released
just
part of the
Infinity
promo
4. Yeah,
art.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, it's just one of those things. What do you guys think about? Have you seen Thor yet? Yeah, we saw Thor together, didn't we? What do you guys think about him losing his eye?
So this is what's really strange. They've released merchandise for Thor from the Infinity War.
There's no movie
Film.
spoilers, Kai, here, mate.
No, yeah, we're not spoiling anything. They've released merchandise of little Thor, like little Thor merchandise, like plushies and stuff,
Well, all right.
from the Infinity War line of merchandise, and he still has both eyes. So either he dies in the film in Infinity War, and it's just like old merch, or he gets his eye back.
Well, is that a thing?
Well, I just don't understand why they would do merch without the correct visual representation of the character in that movie, because all the merchandise from Thor Ragnarok, he had old patchy eye.
Oh yeah, he does come back with.
So it's strange that they've released all this merchandise with both eyes back, and
Mate,
it
there's
kind
going to be so much to fucking take in this film. I'm
It's-
going to have to go. I'm going to go in there with a fucking notebook, pens.
Beers.
You have
The
to-
fucking coffee.
I take a fucking modafinil before I go in.
Adderall
have
before
to
you.
record it on your phone, and when you get caught, go, no, seriously, it's for personal use. I need to figure out what's going
I'll
on.
take one of those little recorders.
We go in there with a camera and a tripod. It's for personal use.
Seriously, I have a fucking clue what's going on, what to look at.
Yeah, well,
he's like
maybe-
in that fucking
May-
airport scene.
okay.
Maybe Iron Man gives him an eye.
Well, claim has said part
Like,
two.
fucking eye like
Please look like
he gives him like a bad
Mad Eye Moody.
No, yeah,
He's fucking looking around.
One of the ones on the spring, the fucking.
Clayman said Part 2 of Infinity War is supposed the title of the second film is supposed to be a spoiler for the first, which is why they haven't released the true title of the second film yet.
To be like Death of
It'd
Iron
be
Man.
like the resurrection.
Avengers Death of Iron Man. So
Yeah.
anyone who hasn't seen the Avengers films before,
Yeah.
go, you know what, I'm going to check out this film. It's like Death of Collie. Yeah, I mean,
We like Avengers. Thanos strikes back or something really fucking cool, eh?
Thanos back at it again.
I don't know what they're going to do. They won't, in my opinion, they won't kill off Spider-Man because he has more films coming out. They won't kill off Doctor Strange because there's more films coming out.
The first person you said was on Spider-Man.
They would definitely kill off. You haven't seen.
I was thinking-
Just gone through all the stress.
You haven't seen Black Panther, have you?
No.
Quality.
It's not a spoiler. Have you seen any of the trailers for it? You know he has like family. Black Panther. You know he's got like a sister, or whatever. Do you know what his sister does?
No.
Okay.
I
It's
didn't know
not-
he had a sister.
No,
I
what
can't
is
do
it? The
I'm just gonna say like about Iron Man and everything, but
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. She's corny as hell. I don't want her.
I
to be
like
there.
her. But I think that's what will happen. But we won't say it if you haven't seen the film.
Okay.
It's not really a spoiler
It's nothing
at
to be
all,
excited
but-
for. It's kind of crap. Kind of.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler at all. But I suppose if you want to,
Just say it, bro. You know,
his sister's just like a techno genius, like technology
Oh,
genius.
she is.
she's
And
literally
she's
literally
basically a female Iron Man in a way. 'cause
And
she
she's-
builds the
she's
suits for Black Panther,
cute.
and she's cute.
No, she's not cute. She's
I
not
like
What a suit? Black Panther gets a new suit.
No, like he made his suit for him.
Oh,
Like he's got that
right,
suit.
Okay.
You're wondering, well, where's that come from? She makes
Oh,
the
she
suits.
made
She must have taken over from someone before because she's quite young. But like she's obviously made and like
She's
she's
Q
designed. She's
from-
Q from James
She's
Bond.
literally cute.
She
from James
designs
Bond.
gadgets and shit
Oh,
for him to
yeah.
use. He's basically James Bond in Black Panther. It's quite cool. Like she designs really cool gadgets.
Oh, that's quite sick.
And
But she's like really corny. So it's like I
yeah,
don't
she
know.
is. But I think
Like she's suave and smart. It's like here's a watch that can,
Not
you know,
the new one.
give
though.
you.
yeah, true. The new
don't-
one's just here's a gun and here's a yeah. But I was saying like if they do
So
kill
here's a
Iron
gun
Man,
and
they
here's a
need someone
dick.
need someone to like build suits and stuff. Then that would be the person they kind of turn to from a storyline perspective.
I just want to
Jacob
see.
said they can't kill off Hulk. I'll kill off myself.
I just can't like
I'll join you.
any reason to. I'll join too. Maybe Black Widow does. Definitely not. They can't. They can't kill off
I
the
mean,
only eye candy on
If
the.
they
Yeah.
get rid of
If-
Black
if
Widow
they-
or Hawkeye, I will not be
Hawkeye isn't
fucking
in.
fussed.
Hawkeye
Yeah,
isn't
so
in
well.
any of the trailers, by the way.
Hawkeye's not in any trailers,
Yeah.
and he's not. He's not.
He
mentioned.
isn't in any.
Yeah,
He isn't in any promotion for it at all.
I hope he's not even in the film.
He's been promoting it like doing like interviews for it, and everyone said, "Can you tell us anything about this movie?" He goes, "No." They go, "Do you know anything about this movie?" He goes, "No." So it's like
fucking not in it. Is
he's
he?
going to be in it for like 5 minutes and be like, "Hug."
Yeah, literally.
So I reckon he'll be killed off. I think there's going to be a lot of death. I kind of hope there is because they want to revamp the whole thing. I hope they kill a lot of big characters off just for the pure shock
it's
value.
like fucking watching a series, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like all come to a head now, and it's like holy shit.
Well, it's
We're
been-
gonna
Like,
lose
it's
a lot
like the fucking finale back when The Walking Dead was good.
Yeah.
I remember, like with the whole, do you remember the finale of the season where he rocks up with the? This is quite a funny story, but so the finale of Walking Dead when he rocks up at the end with the tank.
Yeah.
That happened at the
Season 3,
mid-season
innit?
finale, right?
Yeah.
That was meant to happen on the finale, but they tried to milk it more. So me, Rob, I don't know who else it was. It's me, Rob, Lewis, and someone. Was it you? All came around. What? Johnson.
Yeah.
Dude, on night shift the other day, I brought some pretzels. I was so excited, and they were caramel,
What?
and I was just disgusted with myself
What?
and anyone for it. Yeah, I don't know if it was you.
Can't remember.
Came around mine and watched Walking Dead the finale, and we were talking to Lewis about it. We were like, Lewis doesn't want he has never watched any like Netflix or that. He literally just doesn't watch TV. And we're like, the guy that is like obsessed with cars and whatnot.
Just loves cars.
Yeah, he had the
Sounds like a cool guy.
yeah, he's all right. We had him over to watch Walking Dead, and he doesn't watch TV, so we were
ASMR.
here we fucking go. Yeah.
Got the Poppadom again.
Oh god.
So-
But yeah, no. So like,
What?
what we had was he hasn't watched anything like that. So he sat down. We were like, you're going to be blown away because how good it is. You're going to be blown away by how good this TV show is because it is like a movie. And it was literally the poorest excuse of a season finale because there was no tank fights. And then that happened at the
Oh,
mid-season
yeah, yeah.
finale.
What happened in the fucking finale of that one?
And they just rock up at the fence, and he was like,
He dies.
"I'm gonna kill you."
No, what was the finale of that?
I can't remember. The best. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was dog. Season 3 was alright. Season
I didn't
4 was
mind
good.
season
Season
2.
5 was really good. Season 6 was really good. Season 7 was crap. Season 8 was crap. So, have you watched any of the last couple of episodes that they've done? They've had a couple of cool parts in it.
Done with it.
I think I told you what they did. They killed who they killed off.
No.
Oh shit!
Pissed. Oh my god!
Did you see how they do it?
Yeah.
How do they do it? Can we say it?
Yeah.
So
He
basically,
just gets bitten.
he gets bit like 3 episodes before, and you don't know. And he's just like, hey.
Yeah.
He's just got a cut, and you're like, oh, cool.
He's like, oh yeah, by the way, I've been.
So
bitten.
then what happens?
So then Alexandra gets attacked, but we're so far ahead of it now. So spoilers if you're not up to date with Walking Dead. But
and if you're not, don't bother.
because
Anyway.
this is all pre this half of the season, so we're going back to October. So if you're not up to date, you're not up to date. It's basically Carl gets bitten. Spoiler. And they're in Alexandria. Negan rocks up.
Spoiler before you said spoiler. Yeah, everyone dies. Spoiler.
Negan rocks up at Alexandria, starts like bombing it with grenades and stuff. Carl's
Sorry.
Carl's final act as his life is to save all the Alexandrians because Rick's off with like the garbage people trying to attack Negan, but it turns out that Negan's given the old slipperoo and he's slipped off to Alexandria.
Right.
So Rick's really far away. Negan's at the gate launching grenades. Carl delays him for a bit and then manages to get all of them to safety in the sewers. So then they try and search and they can't find him. I don't know how they didn't look in the sewers, but they don't find him. And Carl's laying down there. When Rick finally gets to Alexandria, he walks down into the sewer and sees Carl like laying there, like all looking in a bad way. And then he pulls up his shirt and you see the bite. And then he's like, Carl! He starts crying. And then that's like the end of the mid-season. And then when it comes back, the first episode is like a prequel to show you what Carl did after the bite. It's basically a Carl-focused episode, and it's all about like his last days. And then he just shoots himself, basically.
Carl shoots himself.
Yeah. And then Rick and Michonne bury him. Rick doesn't really. He writes letters to everyone. Like, he writes letters to Rick, Michonne, Negan, like saying he wants everyone to work together and stop fighting and make a future for humanity and stuff.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, no, whatever.
It's a shitty ass show, and there's a bit where like Negan is like, where Negan basically goes like, I got nine lives.
There's a really corny like chase scene. And they go into this house, and Rick chucks an axe at Negan, and Negan trips over his own feet.
Can I find it?
And he's like hanging from this banister.
Dude.
It's before this.
Yeah, no.
The fuckers made that.
I was trying to find the bit where like
it's the fight when they're on the staircase. It was so shit. Like basically, it was really crap. And then the how they ended the season was, the storyline they're going down now is dreadful.
it's like Star Wars.
So they've ended the season. The whole fight of Negan's over.
So who won?
Rick's group won. Spoiler.
How?
Eugene is the bullet maker. Spoilers ahead for this last episode.
It is cool to be fair.
This bit's cool. If you don't want to know anything about the last bit of Walking Dead, which is just a shit show now anyway, then tune out for the next sort of 30 seconds. Eugene's the bullet maker. Negan captures him, makes all the bullets.
Yep.
Eugene fabricates all the bullets to self-explode in the guns. So when all of Negan's group fire, they explode their own guns.
Interesting.
Really cool scene. Like they're all in a line. You go, and they're all like blowing their faces off and stuff. It's actually pretty sick. Negan and Rick have a fight. Rick says to Negan, "Can we talk about this? Carl wrote you a letter," and then like makes him defenseless, and then slits his throat when he doesn't expect it.
Like this.
And then, but he keeps him alive.
Yeah. It's real bad, but I'm glad that they didn't push Eugene down the hole.
Yeah.
And like make him actually go back on them.
Yeah.
So they obviously thought they were gonna like win. They start running over the hills. They start,
guns. Yeah.
and then like they all shoot and they backfire.
It's actually quite cool. Scene.
Yeah. So they all.
But then basically, so then Rick slices Negan's throat. Negan's is dying, and Rick says, "Save him." Maggie's like, "No, don't save him. He killed Glenn."
Rick slicing his throat.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, don't save him. He killed Glenn. You can't do this, you bastard." And then basically Maggie turns against Rick, and Maggie, Daryl, and Jesus and now hate Rick, and they want to kill Rick for not killing Negan.
They want to kill Rick.
Well, they want to go against him. And he was wrong for what he did, and Daryl's like, "Yeah, he is," and that's it.
Yeah. So like they're fighting now, and then like Negan's got Rick on the floor, and then Rick just goes,
Rick like basically chirps him into not doing anything, and then just does him in. It
and
could
then,
have done like,
and then like he keeps him in that prison.
basically just puts him in prison. That's it.
Yeah.
And
So
and he says some really stupid shit there. It's the writing has gone downhill because the guy who made the comics split ties with AMC.
Oh, serious.
Yeah, like literally halfway through
Who's
season
that?
7. What's his name?
oh, what the guy that made it, Robert Kirkman.
Robert Kirkman. Yeah, he left AMC. Had a massive argument with them about I can't remember what maybe the direction they wanted to go with the show or whatever, or maybe how long they wanted.
No,
to make
he didn't. He didn't like Carl being dead because Carl is the
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Carl's the like successor to the story. He's the main character.
So
in it.
he cut ties with them and said I'm not helping anymore, basically, and stopped writing with them. And they basically just been left to their own devices, which is why it's so shit now.
Yeah, it's not very good. I'm trying to find the chase scene, but I just can't bother to find it because I'm just going to struggle to find it anyway. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things where it's just real. I did like the whole Simon scene. I watched that one, the Simon and Negan scene.
I haven't seen that actually.
Oh, have you not? That's quite cool.
Is Simon still alive?
To be decided. No, he's fucked.
Oh,
he's
really?
dead. Yeah, he kills him. He like challenges him, and he gets a really good punch off on Negan, and Negan like looks pretty worse for wear. And he just literally turns around and starts beating the absolute shit out
That's
of him.
cool. I haven't seen it. I'll watch that afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah. So no, I don't know. It's
it's going downhill.
the show has died in my opinion.
But yeah, no, it's crap now. I mean, I just finished watching that Mindhunter, that Unabomber, about the guy that
Oh, I was going to
posted.
watch that.
It's really
is
good.
Is it a series or is it a one-off?
It's a one-off. It's like 7 episodes, like 8 episodes. Really good. It's like I didn't know a lot about it at all.
I watched. There's a film about it with
There's a film coming out next year with the Australian dude that's in District 9.
Oh, he's so good. New Zealand, isn't he?
South
Copley.
African.
South African. Sorry.
Oh, is he actually South African?
Yeah, no, he's
or
actually
is he
South
just-
African.
or is he just
No,
South
he is.
African?
He is. Yeah, he's actually South African. He's bloody such a good actor.
Shallow Copley or something.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
He's fucking insane. In
When the 18 was funny.
Hardcore Henry, he was really good in that as
I
well.
don't think that.
It wasn't a good
Henry's-
film, but it was like
It's entertaining.
Mate, you feel
proper.
sick.
No, it was really well done.
I reckon if you saw it in the cinema, well, you can't look. You can't look. You can't.
Oh shit! Can we talk about the quiet ones? The quiet ones.
The Quiet Place.
Quiet place.
the
yeah.
Quiet
The
Places.
quiet ones. That was a film as well.
What's it?
Yeah, a horror film. Shit.
Oh, maybe.
There's
yeah.
always a horror film called The Something.
Yeah.
You could have The Water Bottle, and it sounds fucking scary.
A Quiet Place. Yeah.
Mm.
Let's talk about it.
Quality film.
So bloody good.
We
Could
sat and recorded a whole like review to put up on YouTube, and it just didn't work, so we just didn't do it.
The camera sort of stopped recording, but we didn't know. So we spoke about it for 20 minutes, and then no one when we was like, that was a good review, guys, like high-fiving each other, went to pat the camera up, I was like, oh yeah, it didn't record, guys. So we didn't bother doing it again.
Yeah, fucking good. We kind of spoke about a few little interesting things that we noticed. So like the beginning where like they're in the supermarket, all the shit's is still there, like crisps and stuff that you that obviously that they can't.
Noisy foods.
Yeah, like noisy food that you can't. Why is your light keep coming
shit,
on?
yeah.
There's probably a foxy boy out there.
Foxy boys. So yeah, like for example, like the loud, I
didn't notice that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, did you know? Did you ever tell me this? She's actually deaf in real life.
The girl.
Is
Yeah.
she really?
And like on there's a behind the scenes, and you see like someone with her, like he's directing the guy, and then he's doing it in sign language to it.
and
That's
she's
quite
responding.
I tell you what. As soon as that film, I didn't know. I watched I'd seen like one advert like a month ago for it. I was like, oh, that looks quite interesting. It's like a horror film. When you get a big name in a horror film, it usually does alright nowadays.
It does mean them.
And yeah, as soon as it started, and I was like, all right, how are they going to make this film interesting? Like,
Yeah.
what can they do? And then I saw the girl was deaf, and I was like,
Okay.
that's instantly made
Yeah.
things fucking really interesting.
Yeah.
Tell him
Like,
about,
how's that
tell
going
him
to
about
work?
your. I know you spoke about it briefly on the podcast, on the last one, to just sum it up about your cinema experience.
So this guy, with the credits are starting to roll. So it's like literally, after all the adverts and stuff, the screen starts to expand. It comes up saying A Quiet Place, and then the age rating or whatever. Just as that's happening, so just before the film starts, this couple walk in, and then on the way in, they're like really quiet, like sorry guys, sorry. As they're going past us, like really politely said sorry. The second they sit down, where's Jeff and Sandra? Like shouting at each other, and he's like, "You find it." So they're talking, and I'm like, God, I'm going to chuck her over this balcony in a second. So we're sitting there, and he's sitting right next to me, and she goes, "Oh, can you go and see if they're downstairs?" So he runs down the stairs again. So they're talking really loudly. Then when he gets up, sorry guys, sorry. As he walks past us all, I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me." So he goes down. There's no one there. He comes back up on his own. His friends aren't there. Sorry guys. He goes back for. They're not there. It's like, right, okay. So the film starts and they start to get a bit quiet. They're still talking. I can still hear them mumbling to each other. So it's annoying me because the film's so quiet. But no one else can really hear it around me. So I'm like, oh, whatever. Their friends turn up. They're quiet the whole film because they're decent human beings. This motherfucker next to me whips an apple out of his pocket. Like, I mean, he has a bag. He has a coffee, like a Costa coffee. I don't know where he got it from because there's a Starbucks. So there's no Costa anywhere near there. So God knows where he got that from. And he gets, he pulls out that. He starts eating like these like carrot sticks or something. And then I'm like, God, what? And then the film goes dead quiet. And I just see this green object in his hand go up to his mouth. I'm like, you're joking me. An apple. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, right? I wasn't even eating my popcorn in the quiet moments. An apple. So I was fumes. I was so angry.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed and I was like really worried. Not worried, but I just didn't want to eat because I was just like, I didn't want to ruin it for everyone else.
I got a large fucking popcorn. I got for about half of it, which doesn't sound like a lot. No, which sounds like a fair amount, but we usually would go for a large like before the film's even started.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fact that Ninja's been?
Are we off for a quiet place now?
Sorry, yeah. It was just because.
Things. Yeah.
It's only because we spoke about it a lot on the podcast last week, so I don't want to just saturate. But yeah. If you but if you have anything, because we've already spoke about it a lot. So if you've got anything, then yeah, go for it.
What I liked about that film that like it was smart. It was done quite well. Like the things that they had like all set up.
Yeah.
Like the lights turning red when she was pregnant was fucking unbelievable. That was cool. And the fireworks all going up. That was cool. So
where
sick.
he's running with a shotgun and the fireworks.
Yeah.
And then he's walking around the house.
I got some chills.
He's walking around the house with the fireworks.
When she starts like proper screaming as the fireworks come off, I was like, "Fuck, shit's going down."
Yeah.
And the other thing as well, where that Jeep was parked at the top, so all they had to do was just put the handbrake down. It rolled straight to the house without having to put the engine on. That was fucking genius.
The whole film was genius. Like there was loads of plot holes and stuff, but yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a great film because it hadn't been done before. Like I always moan to GFA about the problem with movies these days. And you can't write good horror films straight up. Well, you can't because it requires people to be stupid. Like if you're walking down the road, if you're in your house and you hear a fucking someone shout hello and you're home alone, the last thing you're going to do is start walking around into basements, dark, dingy basements, trying to find someone. You're going to be like, have a look around your house, but you ain't going down in the fucking basement. I'll tell you that now. And like, obviously, like when you're playing with like ghosts and stuff, like ghost films are so hard to write. When you do horror films like The Strangers, it's quite easy because it's an invasion. Like that really good YouTube film called Christmas Fear, like that was good because you could just because you could do all that kind of stuff. But I mean, they're hard to write, and they nailed it with that. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so they nailed it with that, and there was so many good parts. There was quite a few plot holes that we were coming up with, but there's also
such as.
So it's impossible to live quietly.
Yeah, you
sneezing, burping, farting, like natural body things that would happen. Sneezing, especially, it's just like there's things that you just can't muffle.
And also
a few things that
it'd be easy. It'd be easy to live in it. It'd be so easy to live in it because all you do is well, people were saying, "Oh, like why don't they live near a waterfall?" It's like, have you tried building a house in quietly,
snoring?
Yeah, have you tried? Snoring.
Why don't they go and live next to the waterfall?
I loved the whole baby thing. Where like they like the kid had like oxygen and they like. Yeah. I really thought she was gonna kill the baby. I really thought she was going to kill the baby when the monster was coming up to them.
She put it in the box.
I really thought she was going to have to kill it and like suffocate it and kill it because it was making too much noise. Yeah. Monsters was sick. Big Stranger Things influence. Huge Stranger Things influence.
What, in the monsters?
Yeah, just the way they looked and stuff. Yeah. I didn't expect the bit at the beginning. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil that because that's quite a big thing. But that opening bit on the bridge, I didn't expect that.
I saw that coming.
Did you?
Yeah,
I did not.
Yeah.
The only bit
see that coming.
I didn't. I really thought they weren't going to. But then you kind of called it, and then you forgot about it. You called it because you don't see in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
You don't see that. You don't see what happened. You don't see the individual in the trailer.
after that bit.
Okay.
So no,
So
yeah, I
you
think
kind
I
of
said
went
it,
in.
but
As soon as
I forgot about that going into
as
it.
soon as he picks up those things from the side,
Yeah, they've made too much of a thing for it.
they're not going to make it that obvious, are they? But then
Yeah.
I thought, actually,
It was
Yeah,
similar to
that's-
it. You know, in it when Georgie got his hand cut off, and you
Mate.
just turned to me and went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Mate, that was fucking mate. That
You
was
said it
the
was like,
best.
oh,
that was one of
shit.
the best. Oh, remind me after this podcast. Let me show you. Do you remember me telling you about the intro for that really shit horror film I watched? But
Yeah,
the whole intro scene was done in like one shot.
yeah.
It was fucking really
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah,
But then
there's
the
a-
rest of the film was just wank.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
film all in one take.
Remind me to show you.
There's a horror film all shot in one take. There's
yeah, I remember.
there's a horror film all done in one take. It's about an hour and a half.
Seriously.
But you need to see Birdman. The
I need to watch
Michael
that.
Keaton, Emma Stone, all
I-
shot in one take. Well, there's
Was that all shot in one take?
all shot in one take.
There's
There's three cuts. One that's intentional, and there's two that are like hidden that you can't tell, but they're there. Like for example, like
So
they
one
go
of the
through.
things, didn't it?
Yeah, it go.
I can't work. I
he-
watched the trailers. It looked fucking weird. I was like,
It is weird, but it's cool. It's cool because it's all done in like one. So
Yes.
like for example, like they walk through off the street into a bar, and as they go through the door opens up. They go into darkness, and the door opens. So it fits, but they actually cut it there because they can.
oh right, I see.
Because to do 2.5 hours of no accidents on a
Oh,
film
mate.
set. Imagine if we did Christmas Fear all in one take. If we wrote it like
Takes
us
like fucking 3
us
years.
lot trying to fucking do a one take.
Fucking laughing.
It'd be like 30th take. Yeah, good. Yeah, all good. Yeah, good.
Like, where's Tom Lawrence? Oh, they've gone down the pub quick. I'll be back in a sec. keep rolling.
Yeah.
You need to see Three Billboards as well.
Free bills.
Oh yeah, no, I do mean to watch that.
That's bloody amazing.
That one, all the things.
The acting in it is just nothing compares to it in the last sort of like 6 months for me. Like acting wise, it was incredible.
Mm.
So good.
I don't know what it's about. Action.
No, it's literally
Drama.
about storyline. It's a drama. It's literally about a woman's daughter is raped and murdered.
Thanks for the host,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Thanks for audio listeners. That's a hosting noise.
What's that?
That looks good.
So a woman's daughter gets raped and murdered. The police drag their feet on the investigation to find out who it is. She gets really pissed off the fact that happens, so she rents 3 billboards outside of Edding, Missouri?
Yeah.
This place in America, outside of this Missouri in America,
Mm.
and Epping or something. And she on the sign she put some risky stuff that I won't say because obviously that's part of the film and you find out
Yeah.
what it says. And it brings a lot of attention to the fact that police are dragging their feet, and she spends a lot of money on it. So it's a film's about the police trying to get them to take it down, her trying to make them pull their finger out and find out who killed her daughter, and then just like family life and arguments. And it sounds so boring, but the acting in it is so incredible, and the characters that people play, like Woody Harrelson's character, just all of them, all like it's brilliant. Definitely watch Three Billboards. It's incredible.
Yeah. This I was just gonna say, hear what Ninja's under flack for now. Something so stupid.
Cool.
He's under flack because he's raised his donation. You have to donate at least £8 or more.
Instead of
people
5.
instead of one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was
No,
5.
one. So like, everyone's moaning at him.
To be
and,
fair,
The amount he gets.
Right, I'm gonna
Like,
stop anyone watching.
If you watch his stream, he sits there for about. I thought the dot was bad, not bad as in like it's bad as in it's bad how many he
yeah.
gets. Not because it's like not because he shouldn't get that much, but he's sitting there reading each
he has
one.
to keep doing it. Yeah.
And like someone like Ninja who is just destroying it, which I hate him as a person if I'm brutally honest. But like, just like he's just sitting there reading donations line after line. He's got to do something or other. Because otherwise, he just sit there reading line after line after
I
line.
mean, if
after
that was
line.
his justification for it, to say that I need to slow down
Yeah.
donations, so I don't want people that can, I don't want these $1 donations because it's just too much for me to read, then fair enough. If he's just trying to make more money, then that's he makes millions and millions. He doesn't need to do that.
selfish.
Yeah. Just I suppose up in the limit. He should have sort of prefixed it with that, saying, we're going to be up in the donation amount to slow down the amount of donations I get per stream because it's just too much. Like, I appreciate you giving me your money, but it's just too much to keep up with fairly for me to read all the messages. So I've got to slow it down. Otherwise, the stream's just crap. It's just him reading, which is fair enough. I mean, yeah.
Like for example, like they're streaming at the moment. Hatetree and Ninja, they're streaming at the moment, and the doc just told everyone to raid the talk show for no reason because he was talking shit on the doc when the whole doc thing was going on.
Yeah.
He basically said like if you want to support someone like that who cheats on his wife and daughter, he's just a
I don't like it.
he's too like. His wife as well was annoyed because the doc didn't follow her on Twitter.
She was like, "I'm going to call out the doc. He didn't follow me back on Twitter," and I was like,
and I was sitting there, I was like, if my
Is that what life's come to?
yeah,
"Oh God."
he didn't follow me on Twitter. That was such a good Black Mirror episode, by the way. The one where like she injects the thing into her as a baby.
I haven't seen that one. Wait, injects the
That's
thing
season
into
3.
his baby?
Season 4.
Season 4?
It's called Crocodile.
Season 4.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you not seen the Star Trek one?
Star Trek one. So
Oh no, I've heard that's the best one.
That
It's
is
really good.
I
incredible.
haven't watched it yet though.
The ending. I'm obviously not spoiling it, but right at the end, the voice at the end.
Yeah,
That was really
Yeah.
really cool little thing. Dude, honestly, it's one of the best episodes.
I don't watch Star Trek though.
No,
doesn't matter.
I don't
doesn't
either.
matter.
I
as
don't
long as
either.
you've seen like the
As long as
odd
you
episode when you were younger,
No, to be
you
fair-
understand it all.
To be fair, it's no.
An
You,
odd episode of Star Trek when you were younger, like you've just
Yeah.
seen like
I
scenes
haven't
of it,
seen
like
it.
the bridge. Have you seen the films? Anything?
No,
I haven't seen anything either, dude. No.
I know enough from.
It will only make you enjoy it more.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. I haven't seen any of it. And
It's just
still one
because
of
it's
the
fun.
best
It's funny because it's like exactly
Who's
like Star
the
Trek.
main actor in that one?
The guy from Breaking
Recognise
Bad.
his face.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad,
yeah,
Todd?
yeah.
Todd.
That's it.
Budget Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah, budget. Okay.
All right, cool. Stream for about an hour and 10 minutes. We call it. Oh, so I have night shift.
Yeah. So we're going to call the podcast here, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else to end with before we go?
We spoiled A Quiet Place for Mel, and then she went, "I ain't worried. I've watched all of Black Mirror, so I can't spoil this one for me." Woo. Thanks for joining us, Lawrence. It's been a pleasure. See you in 2 years.
Yeah,
Maybe 3.
everything.
Got some things on the horizon. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. As we said, we've got a video up on YouTube, a new video, so go watch that. Let us know, and even like DM us on Instagram and stuff, or Twitter, and actually be honest with us and tell us what you think. Like we don't want you to sit there and go, "It's really funny," when it's not. You can be completely honest with us, be completely transparent, because we want to improve and see where it is, and we'll appreciate a comment like that much more than like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let us know what you really think. Thank you for sitting here and listening to the podcast. Whether you're an audio listener, visual listener, Twitch, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Blueberry Podcast, Player FM, Spotify at some point. Thank you, and leave some comments, leave some reviews, and let us know what you want to hear in the next podcast. Peace out.
Yeah.
You going?
Also, yeah, like if you want us to, answer any questions, just give us a shout.
Twitter,
reach out.
comments, anywhere.
Oh wait, just quickly, Ali, what question did you have about the show? I mean, you mentioned earlier you had a question to do with the show, and I can't remember what you said. But yeah, no. So we filmed a really funny video. We had help from one of our mates, and we filmed a really funny video yesterday. So that's going to go up in a couple Fridays. Not this Friday coming, next Friday. Already asked it. Oh, sorry. Mel, you come back for a stream GFA. Oh, cool.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not tonight.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow afternoon, and then we're gonna do Wednesday.
Oh yeah, the beautiful.
We got a stream on Wednesday. We're gonna do plays again on Wednesday. So I'm thinking some Jackbox, but anyway, we'll see where we are. Because it can't be a long one because we've got Avengers midnight showing. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for Lawrence for tuning in.
Thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks, Lawrence, for being here.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Lawrence's phone for being here too.
Only once at the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
Crazy times.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Thank you very much, guys. See you. Oh, I gave it in the end of the stream, so I don't know.
Oh, was it the? I've lost it.
We'll put it on the next podcast.
No, ask it here, and we'll type a reply to you.
Okay.
Anyway, let's call the stream because we've been calling it for about 5 minutes.
See you later, guys.
Ciao.